speaker. Staff Sergeant Mackenzie Verdi served in the U.S. Army from 2002 to 2008. He was stationed at the prestigious 101st Airborne in Fort Campbell, Kentucky, and he was assigned to the 101st Military Police Company Airborne. He also served as a military police desk sergeant in Darmstadt, Germany. In 2003, while with the 101st Airborne, he deployed in Iraq in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom for the invasion of Iraq until 2004. And then he went back to Baghdad in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom 3 from 2005 to 2006. While serving, he was awarded the Bronze Star, an Army Commendation Badge with Valor, a Combat Action Badge, Air Assault Wings, and many more. But most proudly, he is husband to Kristen and father to 3 awesome daughters, SRCS students Brianna and Giovanna Verdi in 7th grade and Juliana Verdi in 5th grade. So can we please give a warm welcome to Mackenzie Verdi.
I thought war was tough. Good morning. First of all, I'd like to thank Ms. Burden, Coach P, SRC staff for always doing such a wonderful job for us at the Veterans Day Chapel. For the last 9 years, I was always sitting in the audience wondering when my year would come. Time's now. I promised my kids I wouldn't embarrass them, so I want to say hi to Bree and G. And also my nieces and nephews that attend SRCS. Joseph, Gianna, Sienna, Dominic, Gianni, Billy, and Johnny. As Coach P mentioned, my name is Mac Verdi, and from the years 2002 to 2008, I was a soldier in the best fighting force in the world, the United States Army. During my first 5 years of active duty, I was stationed in Fort Campbell, Kentucky with the 101st Airborne Military Police Company. I was placed in many challenging events, from graduating basic training to rappelling out of a helicopter at 500 feet so I can complete the coveted air assault school. It's kind of crazy because I feel more comfortable jumping out of a helicopter at 500 feet than changing a light bulb 15 feet high in my own kitchen. And Kristen will tell you that. February 2003, I was sent over to Kuwait to get acclimated to the weather as well as the desert environment. While we were away from our loved ones at home, we were preparing mentally and physically for the possibility of invading the country of Iraq. On March 19, 2003, we got our orders and proceeded to break the Iraqi border. At that time, I was a private first class and essentially one of the lowest ranked guys in our platoon. For all you athletes and sports fans out there, that means I was the rookie. I was the one carrying all the extra bags, changing the tires, and doing all the dirty work. While I was in Iraq, I had 2 loves, my SAW A249, as well as my 50 cal machine gun. I had one job, that was to make sure my weapons were always clean and fired properly when needed. In the first 6 months of war, I slept in my truck, 8 MREs, and didn't even take a shower for 72 days. We had to use baby wipes and hand sanitizer just to keep clean so we wouldn't have to smell so bad for everybody else. As we moved through Iraq, we were invading towns and villages, taking out the bad guys inside of them. When the violence was over, we would bring in food and water, rebuild the communities with engineers, building new buildings, and doctors giving much needed medical attention. Our job was never done. There was always a wolf dressed like a sheep waiting to attack us, no matter how good we were bringing. We always had to be on alert and never let our guard down. After 12 months of being away from my family and friends, I came back to USA. One of the best feelings in the world is stepping on US soil, knowing how lucky we were after seeing firsthand what freedom really meant. It is a feeling which makes me as a veteran so proud to be an American. I knew my time overseas would happen again. 10 months later, I was on a plane back to Kuwait, finally ended my travels in beautiful Baghdad, Iraq. The war was going on for almost 3 years now. It was a time of war. We didn't know if a piece of trash was trash or a roadside bomb was waiting to explode as we drove past it. My mission this time in Iraq was to guard the Regimental Command Sergeant Major of the 506 Hurricanes. I flew in Black Hawk helicopters all over our area of operation, completing over 410 missions in just 10 months. You would think the second time deployment would be easier, but in fact it was much harder. Our enemies became smarter and more aggressive towards us. Unfortunately, that year was a hard time for me and our unit. We had many amputees come out alive, as well as we lost a handful of close friends. I had to stay mentally focused and ready for anything at any moment. I had to keep morale high, and positivity was a must. While I deployed, I always received many letters and packages from family and friends. The support was amazing, and my wife was pregnant with my twins. Having them on my mind was a constant. My overall mission was to get my men home and myself home to see my twins. I accomplished that mission, and I'm proud to be here today. On March 26, after the birth of the girls, and 4 months later, we received orders to head to Darmstadt, Germany. So on March 26, 2007, I packed up my white rental van, 22 pieces of luggage, my wife, my 4 adult twins, our golden retriever named Lexi, and my mother-in-law, who helped us depart to Orlando International Airport for a new journey. When we arrived, I was put in charge of the MP station and had a great work schedule. My family and I were able to travel all across Europe and enjoy it all on a military budget, which wasn't a lot. I had undergone a few surgeries and had to be medically retired on March 28th, exactly 1 year from arriving in Germany. My time was over in the U.S. Army, and my life was beginning. My new life was beginning. I have a picture of us praying for a mission. And a couple things about this picture. About 30 minutes before this picture, I was told by a brigade commander, Colonel Vale, the 506, that I was leaving, going home early, because my family was important and I did my job over there. It was unexpected. I thought I was gonna miss the birth of the twins, but I was able to go home. And before every mission, that's our chaplain right there, the bald-headed guy. We always had him come out to us because everything we did, every time we left the wire, it was dangerous. And we had our faith, and we had our camaraderie, and we had our friends. And when the twins were in 5th grade, you had Kevin Presgrave, who's a Golden Knight. He's standing behind me right there. I don't know if you guys remember him. He'll be coming this year again, January 22nd, to talk to Juliana's class. But we have a brotherhood and a camaraderie that is unbelievable. If any one of us called any of us today, we would be there at a drop of a dime, no matter what. That's what it's about. That's the feeling of being a veteran. That's the feeling of being a team. Everybody's playing a part. We had friends that are completely paralyzed, lost limbs. We had a kid in our platoon, Private Williams, who didn't make it. But that right there is my favorite picture in the world, because it means a lot for me personally. It shows you how God can help you in times of toughness, in times of the unknown, in times of, veterans out there have been in war, you don't know what to expect. You don't know if this is it. You don't know a lot of stuff. You don't even know if you're gonna come home again. But to persevere and fight through it, it's a lot. And I've been lucky after getting out of the Army. I have a great family, great support system, but there's a lot of guys out there that don't. We really have to help our veterans. In closing, the Army gave me many experiences I'll never forget. I have unbreakable bonds with my brothers who are all over the country today. We experienced what only a few people can understand, and at a drop of a hat, we're still here today for each other as we were on the battlefield years ago. To all the veterans here today, I sincerely thank you for your service and your sacrifice. I share the pride you feel in being able to say you have served in the greatest military in the world. For everyone else here, family and friends, thank you for choosing to honor veterans today and show your support of our heroes, past and present.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Birdie. I was talking to him this morning and I said, so do you get nervous when you have to do public speaking? And he said, this is my first time doing public speaking. So we really appreciate it. We gave him a little token of our appreciation, one of our Panther Afghans. I'm praying you'll get some cooler weather to use it. But we hope that that keeps you warm because you have really warmed our hearts today and we really appreciate it. And now we have a special Veterans Day video that